Hey, thanks for joining us today. Today we're at Auto Sport in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nice fall day, got the doors up, weather's nice, got a pretty nice stretch, and we got lots of coupes and convertibles ready for you to enjoy the rest of the year. And today we have a 2011 Ford Mustang GT Premium with only 36,000 miles. It's a one-owner car. We just got it in. We're going to do a little walk around here today, go over the whole car, engine, interior, exterior, wheels, tires, trunk, give you a little rundown. We sell a lot of cars on the internet, ship them all across the country. You get people flying in as well. We do these videos so whenever you come in to buy the car or we ship it to your house, you know exactly what you're getting. And we try to be as in-depth as we can. Sometimes we miss stuff, so feel free to give us a call or text. We'd be glad to also do a personal walk around with you via FaceTime as well. So give us a call if you have any questions, and we always start in the front, work our way around, and we'll go from there. So Kona Blue, one of my favorite colors. It's like a real nice deep blue. There's very little bit of metallic in it, but barely, and it really pops, especially with the saddle leather interior, which gives it a nice color combination. And the finish on this hood and down in the front bumpers extremely clean. A lot of these Mustangs get like a corrosion on the underside of the hood. I don't feel any on this one. Looks to be all original paint on the hood and the front bumper from what I see so far. As far as the front bumper goes, a couple really light little chips, a couple little scratches, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that you would say, I got to get this bumper painted or anything like that. So very minimal chips on the front end here. This is the retro style grille and front end. They had this from 2005 to 2014 was the last year, with the retro style fog lights in the center, similar to our 68 California Special. Lower spoiler. Everything's nice and clean on this car. A lot of these headlights over the years, they get like a haziness or a yellowing to them, as well as the fog lights. This car doesn't have any of that. They're nice and clean. Assuming this car was garage kept, I didn't meet the original owners, but judging by what I've seen on this car, all signs point that it was garage kept. It does have the upgraded set of polished aluminum wheels. I believe these are 18s. Yep. And we just put 4 new tires on it. They're Summit 17-inch tires. They're actually a really nice 18-inch tires. Sorry. Actually a really nice riding tire. We put these on most of our Mustangs. They have a nice grip. They look good. And especially with these polished aluminum wheels, these have a common issue where the insides of these wheels start to like delaminate and spider crack. And eventually they come up around these edges. None of that on this wheel, no curb rash or anything to be concerned of. Brakes were painted red, really makes that blue pop, especially with the 5.0 little red designation here, and some other accents on the car. So going down the driver's side here, front fender into the front door, driver door, very nice, no dents or scratches that I'm seeing. Lower plastic molding, rocker panel cover, also likewise just as clean. Okay, this car, again, it is a one owner. It did have a accident report back, I believe, in 2011 or 2012. It was in this quarter panel area here. Whoever did the work, it had to have been something small, because the match and everything's perfect on this. If I didn't tell you about it, you probably wouldn't notice it. But again, try to be as upfront about everything. And that's whenever Carfax was first coming out, so it wasn't very detailed, other than it did say that it was in this left rear quarter panel, and that the vehicle was drivable and everything like that. So again, super clean finish here. Even along this gap here is nice. Sometimes these clips separate over years, just kind of a weak design flaw that they had. Does not have any of that on this rear glass. They did put these window louvers on, which again pays a little tribute back to the older Mustangs. I like them. I have them on my personal Mustang, and I think they really make the car, give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. Rear wheel just the same as the front. No curb rash around here. Painted brakes, insides of the wheels just as clean. Kevin wants to go to the back. We'll start the back. Back in 2010 is whenever they changed to this body style. 2010 still had the 4.6. 2011 they did upgrade to the 5.0, which is what this has. 5.0, Coyote 5.0. Have a little over 400 horsepower. I think it's factory rated at 412. They also started putting factory sequential taillights in, which is pretty cool. At the end, at the end, I'll turn all the lights up, show you all that. Rear trunk area, nice part with Mustangs, Coupes, and convertibles actually. You get a massive trunk. Easily set golf clubs in there. You get a lot of space. You can fold the seats down into Coupes, and just gives it a nice open feel. Back in these channels here, sometimes water can lay and create like almost a fading in the paint. Again, none of that on this. You'll see all this in all the pictures as well. Try to put a lot of pictures up of the car, interior, exterior. That way, again, you know exactly what you're buying whenever you come in to look at it. Hopefully, it's nicer in person than we're presenting it. Factory painted rear spoiler, GT designation again. Also, really clean rear plastic. For some reason, a lot of these rear bumpers get like little chips and scrapes in them from people putting them in their garage and a broom hitting them or something like that. None of this. Also has Sirius XM radio capability. I think it is hooked up right now. I'm not sure who's paying for it, but hopefully they'll keep paying for it whenever you buy it. Okay, passenger quarter panel. It's just a little bit of wax left over. Very nice quarter panel here. Again, the gaps fit and finish along this rear window. Antenna mast, everything's nice and clean. Sharp edges around the fender here. And yeah, I mean, trying to find something. I don't see a dent or a chip, anything to complain about there. Rear wheel, just the same as the other side, like new, really. We're going to go ahead and do this side of the interior, and then I'll come around and finish the exterior. But again, it is a saddle leather interior. A lot of these cars, the door panel leather starts to separate and fall down over the years. This one's held up really nicely. I don't know if it's been redone, but did an excellent job. Again, it's not all scuffed up. Looked to be like probably a smaller person owned this car because the seat bolster, nice and tight. It's not pushed in. Very little wear on the saddle interior, which is common, again, on these. I've had a lot of these 05 to 2014 Mustangs, know what to look for. Try to fix the common problems that they do have. Another common problem on these cars is the shaker stereo systems. Nothing wrong with this one. It does have AM, FM, CD, Bluetooth, and XM radio. And this car also has heated seats, which is nice. I believe it's part of, it's either the premium or the convenience package. Also has an aux hookup in the center console, as well as a USB hookup. So we'll go over, finish that side of the car, and we'll fire it up and keep on moving. So, okay, passenger door, mirror, no dents. I don't see any scuffs or anything. Up here on this rear window louver, there's a very little bit of peeling. This is aftermarket, so don't take any points away on the car. You could always get a new one of these if it really bugged you. 90% people aren't going to notice it, but it is there. Okay, front windshield. Glass is nice. There's no cracks. Nothing to be concerned of there. There's no streaks from the windshield wiper going back and forth. Another thing that's really common on these are these windshield wiper trays, I guess you'd call it. The plastic cracks over the years and disintegrates almost. Water lays in here. None of that on this one. Really clean. Again, this car shows all signs of being garage kept, especially on the insides of these wheels, because, again, they usually get really beat up over the years, I guess you'd say. There's a little paint touch up there somebody did. Little one here, little one there. So, again, you're not going to see it in the video or the pictures, but it is there. All right, as I was saying about the undersides of these hoods, this one's very clean across here, nice and sharp edges, no peeling. It was like a weird paint corrosion issue that they had. And it doesn't matter if they got 5,000 miles or 105,000 miles, they all seem to do it. Okay, why you're buying it. Coyote 5.0 liter V8. Again, I think it's 412 horsepower. This is a 6-speed, which was a nice upgrade from the 4.6s that were 5 speeds. If you have the 5-speed, nothing wrong with it, but you're always reaching for that 6th gear. In this car, you'll find it. So all the plastics, everything looks to be original here. I think it has an aftermarket exhaust, but we'll find out whenever we start it up. Original cold air intake system here. This is like a beauty cover. Dresses up nice. Strut towers don't show any signs of rust or corrosion around them. Plastics are all nice. You don't see any kind of dry rot or excuse me, issues there. Whenever we get these cars in, I do have Pennsylvania emissions and state inspections done on whether they need them or not. They're all gone over. Again, we did put all new tires on this, probably had an oil change. Whatever the car needed, we try to have done. That way, whenever you get the car, you're day one driving it. You're not, worrying about putting tires on it in a year or getting the oil changed or little things like that. We try our best to drive these cars, make them right, and because we get a lot of cars back through the years, surprisingly. We sell them, people want to upgrade, want to get something else, and these are great cars that you can have and generally do pretty good whenever you trade them back in. So I'm going to fire it up, show you the front lights, show you the rear lights, and yeah, that'll wrap it up. Guess we'll find out about the exhaust. Okay, cold start up here. Factory exhaust. That is a factory dual exhaust. And there's your parking lights. There's your headlights. There's driver turn signal, passenger, and there's your fog lights. And Kevin will go to the back, and we'll show you the rear lights. In fact, I'm just going to put the 4-ways on. And there's the 4-ways. There's the sequential taillights I was telling you about earlier. Pretty cool. You used to have to get that aftermarket, but they started doing that. And I think it's really been a nice upgrade. There's reverse lights. And Kevin, if you want to go back up to the front. I do have 2 sets of keys for this car. And I got all the original books. I do have a copy of the original window sticker. Again, it is a 1-owner, all brand new tires, 36,000 miles. Give us a call. We're down here in Pittsburgh, PA, 724-388-4930. And we do a lot of Mustangs, Corvettes, a lot of classics. We have 2 stores. We're family owned and operated. And hopefully we can make this your car. So have a good day, and thanks for watching.